So there's a new combat system emerging on the global stage. And let me tell you, it's not what you might expect. It's called Fenun al-Ishtabak, and it's built less like a traditional martial art and a lot more like a modern corporation with a super detailed professional strategy. Let's break down what makes it so different.
I mean, right off the bat, you can see the ambition here. You're looking at the official branding for the World Federation of Fenun al-Ishtabak. You just don't see this level of professionalism in a new system. It immediately makes you ask the big question: what's the core philosophy driving this whole global movement? All right, so first things first, what exactly is Fenun el-Ishtabak? Let's go straight to the source and look at their official definition to really understand what it's all about.
Now, you really got to pay attention to the words they're using here. Scientific, engineering, kinetic principles. This tells you right away we're not talking about ancient traditions. We're talking about modern biomechanics and physics. And the end goal? It's super practical, achieving total control in realistic situations. So if you boil it all down, the core idea is simple, but wow, is it powerful. This is a combat science. They're literally engineering a system that fuses the raw power of the human body with the quick, strategic thinking of the mind. It's brain and brawn, treated as one single unified weapon. You know, any system worth its salt has to be built on a solid foundation, right? Well, for Fenun al-Ishtabak, everything they do rests on 4 core principles that define the entire art. Okay, so first up, realism. This is all about what works in real-life self-defense, not about scoring points in a tournament. Second, the scientific approach, using the laws of physics and anatomy to get the most efficient results. Third is inclusivity. This is really cool. It's a single curriculum for both men and women, focusing on technique over just brute strength. And finally, and this one is a huge deal, independence. By refusing to just blend in with other arts, they're basically putting a fence around their system to keep it pure and protect its unique identity. Okay, now this is where their almost corporate-level strategy really starts to shine. They've set up a deliberate separation of powers. They call the dual power structure. And the whole reason for it? It's all about maintaining quality and avoiding the kinds of conflicts of interest that, let's be honest, can really plague other sports organizations. So here's how it works. On one side, you have the WFFA, the World Federation. Think of them as the business side of the house. They handle the organization, the legal stuff, the global strategy. Then, on the other side, you have the S.I.C, the Supreme Council. These are the guardians of the art itself. They control the curriculum, the training, the certifications. This creates a firewall. The business people can't mess with the art, and the technical masters don't have to get bogged down with logistics. It's actually brilliant. So you're probably wondering, how do they actually enforce that technical purity? Well, they do it with this, Law 2020. And get this, it's not just some flimsy rulebook. They call it their technical constitution. This document is the final word, what the Supreme Council uses to guard the curriculum against any changes. Think of it as their quality control, literally written into law. Okay, so we've covered the what and the how. We know what it is and how it's structured. So, what's next? Where are they planning to take this whole thing? That brings us to their very ambitious global strategic vision. Their entire global game plan kicks off with just one number: 12. And this isn't just some random goal. This is the specific number of countries they're targeting in the first phase of their rollout. That number tells you everything. This isn't some chaotic, let's grow everywhere at once kind of plan. No, this is a calculated, step-by-step expansion. But that number, 12, is just the first domino in a much bigger plan. First, that global expansion into those 12 key countries. Then, scientific accreditation. This is a big one. They want to get Law 2020 recognized as an official international curriculum. That adds a ton of legitimacy. Next, community empowerment, by creating special programs for women and youth. And finally, competitive excellence, by organizing championships that are actually based on combat realism. You see how it all connects? It's this comprehensive vision where every single piece is designed to support the others. So when you step back and look at the whole picture, the science, that unique dual power structure, and the crystal clear global strategy, it all leads to one massive question. With such an intense focus on purity, on practicality, and on professional management, could Fenun al-Ishtabak actually be poised to redefine what we expect from a modern self-defense system? That's a pretty bold ambition, right? It's going to be absolutely fascinating to see how this all plays out.